Well, hey gang, how you doing? Jonathan here for Tailhunter Sportfishing, and it's time once again for the Mexican Minute La Paz video fishing report, coming to you from La Paz, Baja, Mexico, and covering all of the fishing action for our Tailhunter Sportfishing fleet for the dates of the 26th of November through the 5th of December. 2021. Almost the end of the year. Nice to be in front of you. Sorry it took so long to get our fish report up, but it was just so hectic. So many things going on, so much hustle and bustle all over the place. I finally snuck away. I'm in the car, and this is the only place I could get away and actually get some time out to be able to do the Mexican Minute this week. So let's jump right into it and tell you what's been going on. We actually had some pretty decent weather. Now, if you've been listening to our fishing reports, you know that November to April, as I keep telling you, November to April is usually our off season. It's usually very windy. It can be very rough. There are days even when we can't go out, or when the port captain says, I'm sorry, we're not even going to let any boat traffic out on the water. So it can be really, really rough. Not many people fishing. But these last couple of days, the weather kind of gave us a reprieve. Sunny temperatures in the 80s. Wind still a little bit blustery, still some breezes blowing around, but enough so we could get some folks out. And indeed, we did have a few people fishing. Again, not many, but maybe one boat a day, 2 boats a week, something like that. A lot of folks come into town this time of year. They're not specifically looking to fish. They're sunbirds, or they're snowbirds, I should say, escaping from Alaska, from Canada, from Montana, all of these other cold places, coming down for some great sunshine, put their toes in the sand, have an ice cold margarita, and have a taco at Tailhunters. But maybe they only want one day of fishing, or they don't have a lot of experience. But we were able to get some folks out this week. And I will tell you that there were some days where the fishing was not that good. The winds came up. And when the winds come up, it's not just uncomfortable to fish or difficult to fish, but also if the wind's blowing and the waves are hitting those areas where the bait is, it's very difficult for the bait guys to get live bait for us to fish. So you end up trolling all day, and again, that affects the fishing. But we did have a couple of days where our folks got out, maybe, like I said, one boat a day, and there's some surprising fish to be caught right now. A nice variety of fish, inshore fish mostly. There were a few Dorado around, and I'll tell you, we haven't had many Dorado around, but there's still a couple here and there, and I'm surprised because it means that there's still some warm water patches here and there. As a matter of fact, outside the bay, it's a little bit rough right now. A lot of folks don't even get out that far, but right inside the bay. Now, if you're familiar with La Paz Bay, you know that the cruise ships park themselves just a couple hundred yards right off the Malecon, right within view of the hotels and all of the restaurants. The cruise ships are out there, and the tankers are out there because we've got the big Pemex station nearby. A couple of our guys went out there just to kill a couple of hours, and they found Dorado sitting underneath the cruise ships. And that's really not surprising. I mean, surprising for this time of the year, but with those cruise ships and the tankers sitting out there, the bait accumulates under those, and then the sport fish, well, they got to eat. So they found some nice Dorado. Nothing spectacular, but 10 to 15 pounders. Just a couple hours of fishing to get in and having some fun. So that was quite a surprise. So if you're coming the next couple weeks, I'm going to tell you, maybe we're going to check out those, without having to go too far. We're just going to check around and fish right inside the bay and fish right where the cruise ships are. You never know what's biting. Anyway, most of our fishing has been over at Las Serenas, fishing out of Muertos Bay. The fishing has been inshore, a lot of Sierra nearby. And these are some nice size Sierra, 2 to 5 pound fish, delicious eating, great fun to fight on light tackle. We've had, some of the boats are getting 4 to 12 of these Sierra per day. Also a couple stray Dorado here and there, some Pargo, Cambria, Snapper, Jack Crevalle, Big Bonita. So a nice variety of fish, some nice inshore fishing without having to go out too far and get too blown out in the winds. So there have been some really nice days. So we got our fingers crossed. I know looking at the upcoming forecast, it's going to start getting really windy again, so we'll just have to keep an eye on that. If you are coming down, what I suggest you do is give yourself some flexibility. Get in touch with us. Let us know when you're thinking about fishing, and then we'll look at the extended forecast and we'll tell you which day may or may not be good to go out. So anyway, that's going to be a quick roundup for what's going on with our Mexican Minute. I'm Jonathan for the Tailhunter Sportfishing Fleet. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for checking in. Thanks for spending time with us. God bless. Take care of each other. And please do us a big favor. Give us a thumbs up, a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Anyway, take care. We'll catch you next week.